Hey guys, welcome back in. Going to continue some more Abandoned Permadeath. Just pick up where we left off. I figured I would just stream a little bit tonight and just continue doing what we're doing. Go back down to this planet, see if we can find some more interceptors. I think I am going to scrap some multi-tools while I'm here too. Starting to fill up on those. I have, I believe 3 of them I want to get rid of, so we'll go get that taken care of. So check this thing, see if there's any missions. Yeah, let's run down and get this one. We're just going to do the little trick with the base computer to hopefully get this glyph. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't send me to a planet I've already visited. I think I only have, I think 3 glyphs right now, either 3 or 4, so you're gonna need 8 of them to finish up this challenge. Alright, so what I'm gonna do first though is I'm gonna go to the space station to grab my backpack slot and any freebies. Hope we get something good in here. Yeah, so every now and then I just want to make sure I check the anomaly missions. It's going to be a lot easier to do it this way than to find all these graves out in the wild. They can be really hard to find. So, go and loot all this stuff. And we're going to continue to unlock our tech whenever we purchase. Start checking these back rooms. Nothing on this side. Looks like we have a Viking system too, so we will check the other side. For nanite. Probably actually some stuff we can sell off too, so sell off a few items. Actually get rid of these storm crystals too. Oh, actually I should have kept a couple of those. Oh well, it's too late now. I'm not gonna need those. Alright. Have this. Let's check this back room. Remembered station. A lot of times there is a bonus item in here, but nothing in this one. Oh, we got a word. What I can actually do is I can use the anomaly here to get another backpack slot, and then go down and finish off that mission. Oh, they want me to go to a gas giant. Alright. Let's head over that way. first gas giant on this save. I'm just gonna try to get up so the marker's pretty much right up above us, so it'll make it into the location a little bit easier. Oh, it's not gonna be there, alright. I am kind of glad about that because I don't know if how long my shields would last down there. Alright, we have stellar corruption. Alright, so we're gonna just bring our anomaly in. I'm doing it now because I don't want to forget to grab a backpack slot. So I have a habit of, coming back in, canceling the mission, and then leaving right away. Getting to grab the backpack slot. I'll do that now, get it out of the way. Luckily you're not on a timer for these or anything. Get up here. And the price on these backpack slots should go up in the next row. How much do I actually have? Okay, so yeah, I've only got 11 more to go, so pretty good. It shouldn't take too long. I should be able to get all my inventory done by the end of the weekend, so a lot of times I grab like 3 drop pods or whatever at a time, so at least that will almost be done. Alright, so where is our mission marker? We're pretty close. There it is. See if we can get somewhat on top of it. That'll bring you a little bit closer to it. You come in at an angle, sometimes it takes a bit of searching to find it. I always try to come down pretty much right up on top of it. The stellar corruption, so I do want to be a little bit careful coming in, just because I'm not sure what type of flora I'm gonna have. Looks like I've got giant trees. Should be pretty close to it. Oh, we have creatures here. It's only the second planet I've found so far with creatures. And we're way past our grave. We're actually going to land right around here. Alright, and so 275 units straight ahead. I'm actually going to turn around, head over this way. Oh, looks like I'll be exploring this planet for a little bit of time too. Alright, so we're 300 units away. I'm just going to put down my base computer here. Alright, so we're too close. Yeah, they made it so you can't put a base computer too close anymore. So, try over here. aim at. Grave 4. And animals. Alright, and what do we have for... Okay, we only have 4. 3 flying, 1 ground. Ground creature. Still have 1 more flyer. And he's a common. Oh, there's our grave marker. I was gonna say we found a grave, but that's one we're looking for anyway. Alright, there's our last flyer. Let me scan you. Alright, so that'd be some extra nanites. Only 1,000, but it took what, 4 minutes? So. Alright, so I just want to leave that there. And actually, this is a dissonance planet as well. I might actually leave that marker here, that computer. Alright, there's our grave. We're gonna just not interact with that, but we are gonna just put down a beacon. Alright. What else is on this planet? Oh, this is actually a really mellow planet. Okay. I'll know this was dissonant when I warp in, so... That's all we're gonna do here. We're not doing the mission, we're just gonna go right up to the anomaly. I've been trying to check off some of these graves. This is going to be the hardest part of the challenge. Finding graves is just such a chore sometimes. If you do a lot of exploration, you can typically find a few here and there, but they can be rough. So we're just going to hit leave mission. And what I do is I wait until I'm in a different system before leaving here. Because what I would do is, you know, typically what a lot of people do is they'll go up to the teleporter and teleport down to the base computer they just put down. But I want to make sure I end up in the system I was just in. So I always leave here first. And then what I can do is I can warp in from a different system. I don't want to get stuck here. I'm trying to get closer to the center, so, and I have no idea where this system was. At least I found another planet with creatures on it. Alright, so that's the system we were already in. Yep. Storm crystals. No, I'm almost tempted. I am going to, I think. I'm going to run down here. I want to see if I can get a couple more storm crystals. I would like to be able to build that antimatter reactor back at my base, and I'm going to need, I believe it's 2 storm crystals. This is not the planet I'm looking for, though. Let's get landed just so that we can give this thing a name and do a few scans. Unusual fauna? Yeah, there's none. Thought maybe some other stuff. We have over there. Oh, different sorted crystals. I've been trying to get a stack of these. Actually, didn't I? I think I broke open a bunch, didn't I? Yeah, I broke them. I already broke them open. I was gonna say I only needed like 2 more for a full stack. Well, might as well start a new stack, I guess. Yeah, these can actually be really useful in this mode. Let me just move them over here, though. Oh, and I should be refining some of this stuff, too. Start refining that. Oh, we got curious deposits here, too. Yeah, it's not worth it. I have all the runaway mold I could ever need. We'll head back to our ship. I do want to do some uploads real quick. Gonna end up doing the anomaly again. Want to get down there and get that grave. But I'm looking for that distant planet right now. Over there. Get close to that planet, call in the anomaly, because I want to get rid of those multi-tools in case I do find something better. I'm gonna get some type of space object. Alright, so that's the word for Atlas. See if we can get closer to where that marker is. So bring in the anomaly. I'm going to run in there and get rid of those multi-tools first because I keep forgetting to get rid of them. I want to see if I can get together some modules from those. Do that first and head back down to that dissident planet. Hopefully find some more good stuff. So got a little bit of time on that. Just hit stop. And a little more living slime. Alright. So we'll get rid of those multi-tools. I don't think there's anything I need to rob out of them. Some of the stuff moved. Let's group up a few things. I've got to refine a bunch of stuff, so actually let me just do this a little bit quicker. I'm gonna end up with a bunch of salvage glass too. What I want to do is I want to try to farm up as many of these things as I can. Same thing with the expansions. These over so I can see those quickly too. Alright. This is just a crappy C-class. Nothing to rob out of it, so we'll get rid of this. Yeah, pretty much scrapping multi-tools is kind of like how I'm funding a lot of my backpack slots. Not backpack, my, yeah, when I have to buy my tech slots. Alright, so nothing worth keeping out of there. Get that scrapped. See, that was only an A class. I mean, that was an A class, but it's only worth 400 grand because of the amount of slots in it. But I do get A class modules, which is what I'm after when I do this. The same thing if I go down and get interceptors. I'm not doing it for the money, I'm doing it for the modules. Modules and the upgrade slots, typically. A lot of times you'll get upgrading or expansions for it. We're gonna claim that. Yeah, we got another expansion, mining beam, another bowcaster, so. Alright. That's gonna be our second multi-tool. We're just gonna hang on to that for now. Alright, and go back to this one. Alright, and while we're here, I might as well add some more slots to it. Oh, I can't do that here. I almost accidentally scrapped my friggin' multi-tool. That would not have been cool. Alright, let's just install these and see if they're upgrades. They probably won't be. Okay, so I'm just mainly looking at mining speed. So we've got a 14 and an 11. Yeah, so these are both duds. And a bowcaster. Might run into the same problem with those. Alright, so damage, okay, that's actually good. These actually are both pretty good. But I need to replace, you know, like a barrel arrow. That one I don't have to worry about. I'm pretty sure this is the one that you can build. So this one can actually go. See, what I'm mainly worried, what I look for is always damage, reload, and then fire rate. So I'm gonna go with this one. I'm just gonna check these other ones. Okay, so we got 1.3. Okay, this does have a bigger clip size, fire rate. Reload is a little bit slower. Gonna get rid of that one. So that brought us up to 10,700, so we did go up right around 600 more damage. So that was worth it. Alright, and we got a bunch of craft to sell. Oh, and we got some of these out of it too, so take a quick look at those. I just find it easier just to install them all at once and just kind of pick through them. No good, no good. That won't be any good. So we got 1, 9, and 12. Yep, none of those are good. Alright. And I'm gonna actually hold on to the C-class ones for right now. You know, I'm gonna see if I can, sometimes you can influence what you get from modules. So I'm actually gonna hold on to those for right now. That's something I'm gonna probably do off stream because it's just a lot of reloading. So, just stick that in my ship for now. Oh, I do have a couple extra shards already. Oh, it's not shards I was after storm crystals. That's out of fuel. Toss that living slime in here. Alright, set that going. Alright, so now we can pick up more multi-tools if we find them. Run back down that distant planet. I'm gonna go to that camp I already have marked. And hopefully it'll send me to a different ship. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to switch locations. I can't remember how far away this camp was. Or this ship was from the camp. Should be our planet. We'll head right for our marker. It's too bad because I do like the ship that's on this planet, but I can't find an A-class. Plus I already put a bunch of expansions into it, so I'm gonna be stuck with this ship. For now, anyway. Alright. Let's go scan for another ship. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's a different ship this time. I'm pretty sure the other ones were sending me back in this direction. Alright. And this is done. Get some of that other stuff out of the way first. Thought I had something else to refine in here. Oh, did that tainted metal. That won't take long. See what this ship is. Yeah, everything is like really far away here. This way, ideally, I prefer distant planets that are on moons because you can get around a lot quicker. I prefer them not to be this hilly. Let's see what we have. Oh, I think I've been here. Oh, maybe not. It's only a C class though. So I'm just gonna end up ignoring it, just make sure I run back here. interact with this. Right, rusted metal, so it's not worth it. Go in here and abandon that. And make our way back to our camp. Oh, I meant to scan. Sorry. Had to sneeze there. Didn't want to blow out anybody's eardrums. Alright, let's run back there. Ooh. Killed by asteroids. Oh, got another supercluster out of it though. Check this, okay. Go this way. Not used to land in the middle of the camp like that. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's the same ship. Almost positive. So I'm just going to take my beacon with me. I'm going to try to find a different camp to use. But I have to run over to that ship in order to clear out the marker. One thing I could have done there is done a reload. That way I don't have to do this step, but sometimes YouTube likes to crash when you do reloads, so trying not to do any reloads when I do this stuff. I don't know why it does it. It's actually been pretty good the past few days, so I think YouTube was just having problems. This should be already discovered one. Yep. Alright. But I did notice I never kind of scan this area. Which is okay because there's nothing here. Alright, so we'll scan for another camp. Right over here. Yeah, I'll just kind of fly there slowly, give the storm a few seconds to burn off. Actually, let's rip these out of here. Get that mold going through. We have a building over here, so let's check that out first. Let's see if it's... Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those trash sites. I thought maybe it was another camp. I was actually hoping it'd be a minor settlement. Alright, can we land? There we go. Yeah, landing's still an issue lately. Let that tick down a little. Alright, the same old song and dance here. Grab my marker. Grab my wheelbarrows. Not a very good camp so far. Alright, do a save just to lock all that in. And go do our puzzle. So we got 3, 9, 15. Scan for a ship. Hopefully that'll be our A-class ship. Pretty far away. Oh, I never got rid of that. I don't want to get those too confused. That's our scrap place. See, if this planet wasn't so hilly, I'd be running around picking up stuff. That buried cache, I could probably run over and grab that. Run over and grab that up. Might be something good. If not, it'll at least be nanites. So. Unknown building. See, a lot of times I go for these unknown buildings because there's a possibility it's a crashed ship, so actually grab up some extra shards too. Oh, that's that engine. I can already tell the difference with that. And that X-Class jetpack mod. Already making a pretty good difference. Oh, is it another one of those? Well, they got those scrap sites all over the place now. Unless you're looking for them, then they're always 20 minutes away. Alright, let's flip this around. And I did get more. Oh, it's way at the top of my list, isn't it? Let's drag this down. Under Pugnium 2. Try to stay up on the living slime because it takes a little more time to do stuff with that. Alright. See what we get for a ship. Well, I know what we're going to get for a ship, but what class? My patience is starting to wear thin on this planet. That's probably the most valuable thing over here. So, what do we have? We have fire. Another C class. Alright, that back here. Metal. Alright, nothing to see here. I'm going to try one more here. Then we're leaving this system because it's so abandoned. I am not finding the stuff I want here. This planet sucks to try to traverse. See, it's strange because I found 2 A-class multi-tools, but I can't find an A-class ship. Typically it's the opposite way around with me, you know, RNG wise. Typically I can find ships no problem, but multi-tools I always have bad luck with. Do one scan and then move on. I want to make sure I take my beacon with me. I mean, I could just sit here and run around to different camps too, but just taking off and landing on this planet's getting annoying. Where this one sends me. 11 hours, I think that's a different ship. Yeah, I didn't take note of how far away that last one was. Seems like they're all like 20 minutes away by ship though. I know there's another distance system right next to this one, but I think it's a Gek life form. But that planet might be a little bit better for this. Alright, this is going to be an A class. I can tell already. That's just me with wishful thinking, wishful hoping. Let's see. Flameborn, another C class. Wow. Alright, how many ships has that been? That's at least 6. 7. These 7 ships, I've only seen 1 B class. No A class. So yeah, this planet does kind of suck. Alright, see if there's anything. Oh, let's get that out of our log. Alright, got damaged machinery. Just run around for a little bit. See if we can pick up a few odds and ends. I think there's a couple damaged machineries that are close. Pretty sure there's another one on the other side of my ship too. Yeah, there's one right there. And if I see any shards that are quick and easy to grab, I want to grab those for the extra nanites. I think you get, I think it's 35 nanites for them, so it's just something quick to grab. Like goop, more nanites. Alright, I see a damaged machinery over there, so run over and grab that one. just realized my refiner is full. Work that out. Alright, and get some of that going. Oh, I want to throw this stuff too. Alright, nothing to see here, so head back. Actually, I think what I'll do is run up to the anomaly and work over to that grave. That way I can get that done. And I actually have a base in this system, don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. Then I can come back here. But what I can do is, when I get over there, I can check a couple camps. So I think that's done. Alright, work that out. Toss those in there. Oh, you get 50 for them. I thought you only get 35. Nice. Yeah, I can probably scan for a couple camps over there. Yeah, this is my storm crystal system. Okay. So, calling the anomaly. Actually, how far am I from the center? Okay, so I'm at 711, 712. Right. Whoa, what the heck is that? And where did my anomaly go? Don't know what's up with that. Sure, there's like a new bug in this game every day. Yeah, I want to go get that grave taken care of because I don't want to forget about it. And let's see, flip this around again. Get those out of there. Get those going. So get those running through. Alright. Get over to that base. Actually, I'm not going to bother checking that while I have another grave ready. It's gonna, if there's another hazardous flora in there, it'll probably send me to the same exact planet, so. So let's get down there. The bases 34. Here somewhere. Yep, you can see it. Well, let's just adopt one of these creatures while we're here. Oh, this guy looks good. A little thin, but go ahead and adopt him. At least we'll have a pet. Give them all our treats. I give him one of those. I give him a laser too. Oh, he looks like a badass. Alright. And we're gonna go and dismiss him. Alright. That way he doesn't start running into me every time I run around. Sometimes they can be pretty good for just getting around places a little bit quicker. Alright, gonna get our grave. Alright, so we grave number 4. And I think I'm just going to go to the anomaly. I don't want a chance losing this spot. That way I can just continue where I was. I thought about just flying around and everything, but if I end up losing the option to return to the anomaly, then I have to go teleport to my storm crystal base to get back on track. Yeah, it's kind of a roundabout way to do things. Alright, so we've got that. And if I ever need to go back to another distance system, because that's actually kind of looks like a pretty good one to deal with, I can always just return to it and can always just return to it later on. Let's get this named. Oh, this is a green system, so we're going to go G41. Very cool. Alright, get our nanites and actually do an upload all in case I missed any. Alright. Let's warp over to the next system. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a GAC dissonance system right next to this, so go see what's in that system. No, actually let's just head right to the center. Same deal, just get out here as far as I can and then start backing up. I'm going to try to find a dissident. Too far. Alright, Viking dissident. Swing in there. Yeah, and I want to try to stick towards Viking also, just for the extra nanites. And the guarantee of getting a multi-tool in a minor settlement. Hope we get a planet that's a lot easier to navigate. It's a weird looking planet. Frozen. That looks like it's frozen. Yep. Alright, we do have another planet back here. Alright, we got a grassy planet. That's activated too, so it looks good from out here, but it might not be good down there. So let's hit our space station real quick. Probably got some stuff I can refine. Yeah, let's just run this stuff off real quick. Yeah, at least this stuff goes nice and quick. I end up with a lot of pugnium from those planets. It's like one of the worst return rates though. So bad. Alright, get that going through, get this tainted metal. Let's go and refill this though. Yeah, at least I'm passively making nanites doing this. It's not just running back and forth to a refiner. I like to get these crates first. Alright, get a boltcaster. And another multi-tool. Alright. That should be the last one of those. They're, okay, I do have an expansion, so do that. And let's add some more slots. I should have a couple of them now. Got 14. How do I have 14 of those? Got 6 there. It must be pulling them from my Exocraft. Yeah, I know there's some in my Exocraft. I think there's around like 9, so that's where it must be pulling them from. So this will be almost totally unlocked. Nice. Whoa. Oh, that might be as far as I can go, because I don't have an S-class. Yeah, max storage, okay. I'm not ready to upgrade this yet. I probably could. What do I have for 145? I kind of want to do my ship first, though. Let's see what this will give me. Okay, so I do have reload and fire on that. Reload fire rate. What's the reload on that? Okay, so this is a difficult one. Having clip size is also really good, but okay, so we got reload there too. You know what, we're gonna go with this. It might drop our numbers down. No, it actually brought it up. 126, okay. Glad I took that gamble. So clip size doesn't matter as much as the others. It is nice though, because you get you know, like another like 6 bullets or whatever. Make it so you don't have to reload quite as often. Grab that. grab these too. Oh, I never checked that back room over there. It doesn't never seem to be anything on that other side though. Run in here. Alright, it's just gonna be typical junk. Grab one of those white crates just in case. Okay, health restored. But yeah, these back rooms can actually be really good, and they do like to hide stuff back here, so. Alright. Yeah, in abandoned mode, these back rooms can actually be pretty useful. You know, especially like ferrite dust, stuff like that. You know, get you green crates and all that good stuff. So, let's see if there's anything to refine. And actually, make sure I didn't pick up anything like bad either. Any contraband. I get 2 different beacons here. Oh, actually, yeah, let me run up and sell that stuff off. Gonna hold on to that for now, too. And run that off. I'm gonna have a bunch of those brains to run off, but I need to do them one at a time, so I'm not gonna bother doing streaming that. Full of cogs. Springs. I think that's all of them. Alright, good. Oh, is that done? Done. Okay. So we'll head down towards that lush planet, but calling the anomaly before we get to it. And we grab our backpack slot. That'll start up the last row of my technology slots. We're looking for a lush planet. Looks like a small moon, actually. So might be more enjoyable. I think it's behind that planet. Or is it up here? Oh, I think that's it right there. Alright. Head towards that. Call in. Looks like it's already storming too. Go call in our anomaly. Actually, I probably should grab a couple building parts because I have a couple stacks of salvage data, so maybe do that at the same time. I actually did get quite a bit done today. Got some ship upgrades, got another grave, made a bunch of nanites, and getting some of this inventory straightened out. Okay, no, it's still staying at 207. I figured this last row would be at least 300,000. Let's get in here. Trying to get 32 to use up. You know what, let's just go get some of this expensive stuff out of the way. That'll eat up a ton of data right there. Alright. That's all done. Get down to that grassy planet. Let me Yeah, I hate that. It always scrolls to the bottom sometimes. Wanted to bring this over. Alright, so we got quite a bit. Oh, actually, let me run up. I want to unlock that. Oh, I can't unlock it here. I was going to say I want to unlock that trade rocket at some point. I'll have to do that back in my base, though. Alright, let's go see what this lush planet's like. Not that one. Oh, where the heck is it? Right there. Buckford. I think there's a storm going on already. Might be one of those gravity storms though, so that won't be too bad. Those still can be pretty dangerous though. Alright, we have floating islands, a nice blue grass. And let's see if we can just find a regular building to land at. What do we have? It's just a beacon. Also going to be a waypoint. Not a bad looking planet. I think it's got gravity storms on it, which can be fun for getting around, but they can be really dangerous. We got big patches of light too. Or is this? No, this is just barren ground. Thought it was white grass. Alright, got a minor settlement. Swing in here. Alright, what's our data? Disrupted torrential heat, okay. So I don't have heat protection, so might not be running around all that much. I'm just gonna skip on that. But I should have an abandoned terminal back here. There might be a plant in the corner, too. Not in this one. Make sure we interact with this thing, grab some extra nanites. This might be kind of a fun planet to kind of run around on. Depends on how crazy the storms are, though. And we have a room. Put it down. So, anything in there? Oh, and were there any old buildings here? Oh, there's life forms. Alright. Why can't I scan that? I want to make sure I scan those little things as soon as possible because they can be a pain to try to find later on. Alright, we got 8 creatures here. So that'd be a couple thousand nanites for that. Could be around 2,000. It actually feels nice to scan animals. Just get in a bunch of scans, actually. Nice mellow planet, hopefully. Yeah, well now I can just run around and explore. It's going to be nice. Let's see. Good. We do have a rare underground uncommon flyer. Alright, at least they're always active on everything. There is an underground, so see if there's anything in this area. Try to get him out of the way first. Or somewhat early. Those can always be a good challenge. An annoying challenge, actually. Yeah, it might take a while before we can find that guy. I was like trying to get them as soon as possible. Alright, there's our other flyer. We do have a couple more ground creatures too. I think they were rare. Yeah, they're both rare, so they're probably really annoying ones that like to burrow. So, gonna have to worry about that. Alright, firestorm. Let's see what type of firestorm we're talking about. We're gonna move this out of here. That'll help out a little bit. And these going to be a pain to get around. Yeah, these do stick up a little bit. Oh, and this is an extreme. Let's take one little trip around. Grab up a few eggs. Let's get inside. Cut that pretty close. I didn't realize this was a extreme. Oh boy. Let's see. Let that charge back up. There's actually quite a few eggs here too. Yeah, that's the thing I do hate about unlocking a bunch of my slots. It's gonna constantly be dry. I'm gonna constantly have to scroll up to get to my refiner. It's the most annoying thing. Oh, this game does have a lot of just really annoying things, and this is one of them. Alright, so they're digging back in. Just see if we can get this side done. Yeah, I hate trying to refill my hazard in the middle of one of those storms. The game refuses to give me a heat module. Get these going. Yeah, it's not worth risking damage out there. Especially when you get this far into the save. If you can just stick your head out and get like 2 or 3 eggs at a time and do that. I got one more there. See, these are lined up nicely though. Okay, so those ones are done. Got 4 here. Actually, yeah, that's an egg. See if I can pop this first one again. Actually, there is one there. Alright. Just gonna grab that one head in. I'm waiting for the storm to settle down a little. Yeah, if I had a heat module, this wouldn't be too bad. As you see, I think it's only like 16 seconds I get, something like that. One of these storms. I really don't want to keep burning through batteries and stuff. just to grab some eggs. Do their thing. Actually, we can get some of the stuff uploaded. And upload that. This guy's gone, yeah. There we go. I think I'm gonna go grab those outbuildings. Get caught up on stuff. Alright. Get that converted. Okay, at least we have cold protection, so nighttime would be probably the best time to do a lot of stuff. You know, running around. Alright. Oh, that's done. That one's done. This will be the next one on the agenda. Grab that. I'm getting a little greedy here. Run away. I'm gonna end up breaking something if I don't. We can grab these ones. Run in here for a second. Run my stuff back up slowly. Rip this out. See, this is why I always move my stuff to the bottom so I don't have to scroll through all this stuff. Still out here? Yeah, it should go away any second. Alright. Yeah, sometimes I get a little ambitious when I get some of these. Let's grab that one. We can make our way around. Oh, that's not an egg. Sometimes picking these things up on a controller is such a pain. Let's grab that. Almost. I think I've got one more egg back there. I got one over here. See if we can grab that last egg. Alright. and kind of poke around this planet a little bit. See if I can get a bunch of damaged machinery and stuff too, so be probably a fun planet to run around on. Probably tomorrow morning, run around, just get a bunch of resources. Get that build up. Actually burn off a little bit of that. See, this mode wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't for the tiny stack size. Plus you can only refine 150 at a time. Anything close to here? Damaged machinery, but I'm pretty sure I already got that one. Alright. Not seeing much. Let's go scan for our camp. See what we can get over there. These floating islands are cool, but they're a pain to try to fly around. I tend to fly kind of low. Alright, let's settle in here. Alright, and toss down a beacon. Go grab our wheelbarrows. Alright, we have rifles here. And did I land right on top of... landed right on top of that. Alright, so that was kind of a sucky camp. So scan. Register. We got 1227. Hopefully find some A-class stuff here. Yeah, so I'd be better off doing a lot of the exploration at nighttime here. Unless I can find a heat upgrade. Alright, so we get a B-class. That's not great. Supercharged slots are like non-existent, so I'm just gonna decline it. Again, I just want to stick for A-class stuff right now because it's the only thing that will actually kind of help out module-wise. Unless I find something with really good like supercharged slots or something on it. Let's just open these up to get some more indium. Throw that away. These void motes are pretty useless in this mode, but something I can sell later on. Let's just stick them up here. Alright, go scan, go. Where's our ship? Alright. Find that. Only a minute away, which is kind of nice. Wow, some of these islands are up pretty high. I probably should have just gone into the atmosphere and flown there quick, but probably do that in the future. I don't like crashing into these things because they can break your your ship technology. Alright, what do we have? Just in time for a storm. Alright, one of these. Alright, we got an A class, so do the monolith for that. Oh, we got some inverted arrows. Oh, which is actually good because I just realized I don't think I have any mirrors at all. I friggin' refined them all. But I do, okay, there's one of our creatures. Yeah, my critical exposure is only like 18 seconds. Alright, let's get back in our ship. Yeah, it just dawned on me that I burnt off all those mirrors. So I actually have to run around and grab a bunch more. But right now we can toss some of this stuff down here. Alright, gonna throw that. Head over to our monolith. I do want to kind of scan around when I'm doing this stuff too. It's going to be hard to do in a storm though. Oh. Let's see if I can get this put in real quick. Alright, here's our brain. See if I can grab a couple words. I keep landing my ship in like the wrong spot. Alright, there's an animal we need. So we still have one more animal to find. Just get these guys uploaded. So we got our 2 rare ground creatures. So we still have one. I thought we had an underground. Okay, it's just a rare ground. I could have swore that was in. Okay, yeah, rare underground. Still need him. I don't know why this guy's highlighted. Alright, I'm gonna let this storm blow through. What I'm gonna do is probably get one of these things refining, go grab myself a drink, and I will see you guys shortly. Alright, so get those nanites out of there, get this thing rebuilt too. Alright, we're gonna just stick our head out here, see if there's anything to go pick up. I don't have to worry about the mirrors right now. So I should be able to pick up a few different ships. I just don't want to get too far away from my ship in case another storm rolls through. I've got a damaged machinery. Yeah, I'd really like to get some freaking heat protection here at some point. I don't want to do this whole run without heat protection. That's already scanned. Another storm already. Gotta watch out for those snapping plants here. Let's grab this. And where's our salvage data? again. Don't tell me they're all going to be really deep like this. See if there's anything close. Another one over there. Probably shouldn't be playing around like this. Alright, let's see if we can make it over to that salvage data. That damaged machinery rather. Where the heck? I had something marked here. There it is. You can actually probably play it safe and just dig there. We should come out to an opening though. There we go. We're just barely below the surface. There we go. We can make it over there. Yeah, that's the only good thing about these superheated storms is to move around quicker. More nanites. Kind of play this type of game right now. Yeah, I want to be doing this stuff at nighttime, not during the day. Resonator. See, the guy it takes quite a while for your hazard to restore it down here. Alright, so we're just gonna head back for our ship, I guess. Very curious deposits here. Do a buried cache too. Let's just use up a battery. See if we can get over, snag that buried cache and head back to our ship. Yeah, it's the only good thing about these superheated storms. Like that. Right, we're gonna have to use a battery. I'm trying to avoid using a ton of those. Okay, get back to our ship. Yeah, because I want to kind of look around this area too. Just wait for this to charge a little bit more. Right, storm's clearing. But my critical exposure... Okay, there we go. Now it's going up. Yeah, critical exposure is really low without protection. I think it's only like 30 seconds or something. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Alright. And I always jump back in my ship right after claiming them. That way, it, you know, you can get an automatic save just in case something happens. Buried cache over there. Yeah, I'm going to be getting heat storms at nighttime anyway, so I'm always going to have those storms. Mine and laser. Not really what I need. See if we can take this guy out. Alright. Grab that damaged machinery. Yeah, they're gonna keep detecting me. I got a little too close there. They're gonna keep picking me up. Just find our next target. Yeah, actually not much here. That's a monolith. I got a buried cache over here. Oh, and there was a damaged machinery too. Alright, so head to that cache first. Hopefully I can see the damaged machinery. Yeah, as long as you don't start blasting the sentinels, running away from a couple of them isn't bad. When you start getting like the, you know, the dogs and stuff, that becomes a pain. Alright, so there are a few resonators. There's one right there. Oh, that's way over there though. Alright, so not much more around here by the looks of things. What did I get from that? Probably just a mirror. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, let's see what this will give me. 19% mining, so that should be an upgrade. You got 18, 18, 17. Alright, so we'll get rid of that one. Get this recharged. See how... Alright, that's totally recharged. Let's crack these open. Alright, probably get nanites out of one of those. Oh, magnetized ferrite. Starting to stack up quite a bit of salvage data already. Crack that one open. So you give me platinum. I wish they'd give me nanites. Alright, let's just throw that away. Alright, head back to our ship. And as you can see, one of our shields is already depleted, so that's one of the reasons a lot of times I don't like to install like three of the same shields, because you're constantly going through batteries. Grab up all this. And get those a scan. I'm still looking for an underground creature, so every now and then when I see something that resembles a cave, do a quick scan. It could be just down inside of it. Alright, and actually, before I left, let me go back this way. Grab that. Looking for that original resonator site. I'm not seeing it. Trying to remember how far away that was. There was one of those things that you can find at the crash sites. like one of those autophage things that you can interact with. I saw one on the ground and I got attacked by those sentinels, so I never went for it. Harmonics grab it, that's it right there. There it is. I'll get over here and it'll just be like rusting metal or something. No, pugnium. Well, at least it's something a little more valuable. Not by much, though. Yeah, I do want to try to grab some sodium when I see it, too. That way I don't have to use batteries constantly. I could just bring in my exocraft. I have a couple stacks of sodium nitrate. Alright, let's head back to our camp. See if we can find another A class. Where is our camp? Get up here a little bit higher. There's our marker. I'm not sure if I ever scanned around this camp either. Do it quick. Ships search. Around here. Oh, we got our underground creature over here. Alright. So those guys will be done. I'm just going to get them uploaded. See if there's... Yeah, there's not much around here, is there? Alright, let's get those creatures uploaded so I don't forget them. Alright, so it's another quick 2,000 nanites. Getting up to almost 150,000 now. It's starting to add up. Okay. Actually, let's get this system renamed too. So, it's going to be P13. Right. Of course, we got a storm. Let's go probe our brain. Oh, I have to go to the ship site first. Get up here a little higher. I don't want to start crashing into those islands. Oh, 3 planets. That would be a lot higher if there were creatures in this mode. Yeah, you don't run into creatures very often, so it is kind of refreshing to see them. Not just for the nanites, but just make things feel a little bit more alive. Alright, Let's get landed here and see what we have. Actually, I'm gonna jump out real quick just to see what my critical exposure is. Okay, 26 seconds. So I think that's only because I have that C-class module installed. Don't forget to interact with this. More pugnium. Really quick look around for our grave. Nothing here. Alright, so I'm not going to bother fixing that one up. I'm just going to head back to our marker. I'm going to do one more scan and then probably jump off for the night. Pick up tomorrow. I still have to make some dinner, so I gotta end up getting home later than I had planned, so I don't want to be eating at 11 o'clock at night, so. Alright, let's get down here. The storm's clearing out. Alright. Let's see our new ship.
Extreme night temperature detected.
We have here another C-class. No, I'm having good luck finding A-class ships. Finding a lot of Bestium though. What do we have? Alright, 55 batteries. Let's grab these scans real quick. Grab off a little bit of this cobalt. What's that unidentified? I just scanned it. Don't need all that much of this. Oh, we got a blue cave marrow here. Alright, so we should be able to make up a few batteries. Oh, more batteries than I thought. Alright. Get that refined. This guy thinks he's some type of tough guy. Alright. I did see a building somewhere. Unknown building. Got a sentinel right next to it, so it's most likely going to be a factory or a depot. Crystal sulfide. We must have water here. Take a quick spin by that building. Just to see what it is. I would run over there, but not with the way the storms are here. Alright, so it is just a depot. Oh, we're already up to 5 souls. That's actually really good. I didn't think I was on Extreme Planets that long. Some people struggle just to get that in normal mode. Alright, oh, I need to get rid of that. Alright, I think I'm gonna just scan quickly for a trading post. Oh, we got another building here. What's this? Okay, nothing important. I might try to jump in tomorrow. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't do that here. Yeah, I'm not gonna save here. Planets that are extreme on permadeath, I never save at when I log out. A lot of times when you spawn in, there'll be a storm going on, and if you're at a trading post, typically a lot of times if there is especially if there is a storm going on, you'll end up falling through to the ground. Sometimes you can damage things. Typically it doesn't kill you, but there's a good chance it'll damage something. I just wanted to mark this trading post. That way I wouldn't have to keep going back and forth to space station. Just doing a quick look around, see if I see a grave anywhere, but I don't. Do have a building over there, and I probably won't be able to see it from here. A quick look. It's probably going to be another one of those depots. So one thing I can do is I can build my roamer, stick it right there. Alright, so when I come down to this planet tomorrow, I'll at least be able to start scanning for drop pods. There's nothing really all that notable in there. Okay, yeah, and I did have more of those expansions in here. So it did pull them. I don't know why I didn't take these ship ones. Alright, yeah, I do have a good amount of sodium nitrate here. Alright, so that'll kind of set me up. Actually, let's just give myself a full stack of that, because I'd rather use the sodium nitrate than batteries. Alright, so I'm just going to actually just summon the anomaly up here and do a save up there. Yeah, a lot of times I'll go straight to the space station, but because it's so far away. And I don't trust the anomaly either, because I have had the anomaly not load in when I load into the game, so sometimes what I'll actually do is I know where I saved typically, but they work kind of like a freighter. So sometimes they'll load in kind of slow, so you know, you'll kind of go into panic mode. But typically you should be safe. But if you want to be really safe, what you can do is teleport to the space station from here. just to be extra safe. But I'm prepared for it if anything does happen. But alright guys, well I appreciate you guys taking the time to check this out. Did a little bit of exploration, and you know, we did find a A-class ship finally, so scrap that tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow morning for a little bit, do a little bit of running around, doing the same thing. But I think that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to check this out, and I will see you next time. Take care.